Good morning and welcome to another Lego Advent Calendar day. Today is day number 23. One more day remaining. I got a new Christmas shirt on for today's video. Yeah, my mom went ahead and got me a few nice Christmas shirts to wear for the last few days of my Advent calendars. Yesterday we did the really nice episode 300 of More Than Meets the Eye, where we broke down and talked about size comparisons. A nice little size off with the dragonfly, which I loved making, but oh man, was that a difficult video to make. Getting it all there and getting it all said in time was the troubling part. Because I'm always trying to make sure I keep my videos under 30 minutes, and it took me a while to finally get that video under 30 minutes. So that was a big deal yesterday, and I had a lot of fun making it. And I hope you enjoy watching it because my favorite part was the owlbear. And yesterday's Advent calendar video, VCR Tape Bomb helped me out again. They mentioned that one of the pieces, the 2x2, was a tile, and I thought to myself, well, why would that be a tile? Oh, that must be the computer with desk. And so I've got to go back through and make a computer with desk on that one because I'd completely forgotten that a computer desk was in this set. And of course, I'm old enough to think of computers as things with big thin screens and a tower sitting off to the side. So I was looking for like a tower or something. I didn't realize it was a MacBook, or something like that. One of those Apple computers that's just all in one system. Shows you the last time I bought a desktop. Okay, so today we're going through and finishing this up. We've got 2 days remaining, and one of these is, of course, the Christmas tree. So I'm going to go ahead and assume the other one is the glider. I really hope it's the glider. I've been wanting to make the glider, and I've just been like, oh, where is my glider? So let's see if today is the Christmas glider for the Christmas sled. And let's see, feeling in here, we've got some pieces. We got some pieces that I'm hoping are glider-like. And, yeah, look at that. There's like a little piece there. And oh, it's the glider. I'm excited. I've been wanting the glider. I've been wanting to open this glider all season. Let's open this glider up. Let's see. Because I know that piece is a glider piece. All right. Let's peel this open. Actually, the first time I ever found that piece, I thought to myself, you'd go great on a Goblin Glider. And sure enough, whenever I got a Goblin Glider, that piece was used as the nose. And I'm like, I knew it! I knew you'd go great with a Goblin Glider. So let's go ahead and move those pieces out. Make sure it's all empty. Good. Store it in my chair to throw away later. Okay, so what piece am I talking about? I'm talking about this piece. This is a piece that I got for the first time in the Lego Avengers Advent Calendar. It is it's a very unique piece because it's a 2x2, but it's one of those tiles that has an upslope to it. So it goes from a point all the way up to cover a different plate. So it goes from one plate to 2 plates tall, and it also tapers to a point, like like the beak of a bird of prey or something like that. So think of one of those 2x2 tiles that has the nice arch and goes from 1 plate to 2 plates tall. You usually see them in landscaping, and they smooth out a landscape and stuff like that. And then you take a knife and you chop off the corners of the front of it, and that's what you got. You got this thing that's got a little nose to it. And we saw that with a few other sets, and it's a neat piece. You don't get it very often. So that's really cool. So, okay, so here's a 1x1 modified with this weird little thing on the side. I think that may be a thruster. Here's a 2x6 modified with 4 studs on top and then a hole. I'm going to set that over here next to this, next to the 1x1 that's modified. And now we're going to come over here. Let's see what else we got. We've got this piece here. Whoa, what are you, sir? You're my first time ever touching this piece. This is neat. Very unique feeling piece here. What in the world is it supposed to be used for? And I'm having a hard time even thinking about how to describe this piece to you because it's just odd. It's got like, okay, it's like one of those 1x4s that is a modified 1x4 that like slopes up on either side for the underside of planes and things like that. Um, but it doesn't have any studs at the top of its slope ups. It's just kind of slopes up on either side. And then on the other side of it, it's got a 1x2 plate attached to it. And it's a weird thing because there's no studs on top of the piece that's like a piece you would get from a plane set or something. Really weird piece. I'm kind of losing focus trying to think about what I would use that piece for. So let's put this other. Oh, we got another tile piece. We'll put that over there. Okay, we've got another 1x1 modified with a little round piece on the side. Okay, we've got a. Aha! This is important. This will be at the rear because it's supposed to clip to the sled. And then wait, here's another one. Okay, so that's a 1x2 modified, and then here's a 1x1 modified with a clipper on it, so you can clip it onto these 1x2s that are modified with a grabber on the end. And go ahead and clip those in, get those out of the way. Let's see, we've got another modified tile. We can put that over here. We've got another one of these 1x2s with the gripper. We can set that over here with these guys. Do we have anything else that adds to that? Was that all? No. No, that wasn't all the pieces for the glider. Man, we're going to be making one crappy glider. And that's just been the story of this set so far. Making one crappy build after another crappy little build. And I hate that. I don't know why Lego kind of dropped the ball this year with the Spider-Man. I was really enjoying it at the beginning, but these builds have just these builds have been kind of annoying, especially since we do have a good glider build. There is a glider build out there that's really nice, and I'm very surprised that we didn't get that here. So let's figure out how to assemble this. I put these two pieces on together, and I did not mean to do that. There we go. Okay, so first off, the only sort of platform we have to build on is this 2x3 modified, rounded on the end with a hole in it. Yeah. So let's see if we're going to put the little winglet pieces on either side, and then I guess we're going to put this piece in the rear. But that's, I know what we can do. We can set this piece there. Yeah. We can use plate crossovers to try our best to make this as close to a Goblin Glider as possible. Now this piece here is going to be needed. We can put that there, but that's not going to work out well, but it will work out pretty well right there. We do it right. So we just need to get a 1x2 plate. We've got these 1x1s. These are not going to be what we need. What are you? You're the stupid piece, but you may be exactly what we need here. Let's see. Stupid piece. Do you connect? You do connect, but you don't connect in the way I want you to connect, Mr. Stupid Piece. But let's see if we can move this piece there. Okay. We're going to move this piece. Come on, get off the other piece. Okay. And we're going to slip you forwards. Okay. And then we're going to put this piece next to you. And then we're going to put this stupid piece right there. Yeah. Okay, so it's going to, and I'm calling it the stupid piece because it's just, I don't know what else to call it. It's such a weird piece. I just got nothing naming convention wise to call it because it's something so new and it doesn't even have a name. If you know the name for that weird piece, let me know in the comments below because it's my first time coming across it, and I am so happy I finally have a first time coming across a piece moment. We've gotten a lot of reused pieces, and I'm very happy we finally get one piece that is kind of a newish piece. Okay, so there's that piece. Let's see what else we got over here. Now we got two of these nose pieces, and I'm wondering if we were supposed to use them as nose pieces, or if they're supposed to actually just get used as the as wings, like setting them off to the sides to be little winglets for the glider, which can happen. We can, because there's two of them, we can make it into little winglets for the glider, and they can move up and down. But I don't think that's how it's supposed to be, because this piece here at the rear, yeah, I don't think that's how that's supposed to work. So let's see. Okay, you weird, stupid piece. But we still need, I'm going to put the glider front nose piece at the front, because that's just, that's where it feels, I feel it needs to go. Then this piece can actually just kind of rest at the rear. There we go. Resting right there. It's, there's nothing for it to build upon, though. And there's no studs there for that piece. So let's peel this piece up. It'd be nicer if that piece could slip down and just go in front like that, but that's not going to be happening here. Move these little pieces off to the side. No. All that's great. All that works out pretty good. It's just that we gotta have something to fill in those gaps. And I think we can use these guys. So, because unless they can be slotted into this little area there, nope, and nope, and nope. So, best way to put them down is to set them there, right? No, that's not going to work either. This thing needs to be one stud longer. It just needs to be one stud longer. How are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? Let's see. What do I need to do here to get this to work right? Because these two guys here are just not going to work. Wait, what if I slip them forward by one? Let's try slipping it forward by one and hiding that hole in the end. There we go. Slip both of them forward by one. And then, well, it still doesn't, I mean, that will level out these things and then make it really different on the bottom area, but we can set these guys underneath on either side of that piece. Oh yeah, that can work. So let's go ahead and use that. So we're putting these one by one modified with this round bit on the side that has a stud on the front and back of it. They're usually also used for fishing line and stuff like that, like you can put a wire through them. We're going to set them on the underside of this, and hopefully by moving these two 1x2s modified with gripper hand that are connected to a 1x1 modified with a gripper piece, a little piece that can be gripped onto. If we set those up, then we make a 1, 2, 3 stud long kind of area. And then we can take this end piece here and set it on the very end. And then we can take this other piece, and this is a 2x2 modified with 2 studs on top. And we can kind of just snap it into place right there. Nice! And I think this is not exactly what the build called for. I'm just a little at a loss, because we got these little flappy doodles that feel like they should have some wings attached to them, but we got no wings. We got no wings at all. We just have this other piece, and this other piece doesn't go anywhere. Like, it would be cool if it could connect down there and just be like a wonderful completion to all of this. But there's no studs right there. It's aggravating that there's no studs right there, because that's a perfect place for this last piece to go, and then you got like this nice little rounded feel to the entire top, but there's nothing that connect it to right there, and it isn't like we can connect it to anything at the other end. So yeah, it's kind of neat, but also at the same time kind of frustrating. But I don't think this is exactly how it's supposed to be built, because I think these flappy doodles are a little too far ahead in the front area. Maybe they need to come back just a little bit. Or maybe they're supposed to be, these guys are supposed to be wings, and I've screwed everything up by making one into the nose cone, but I don't think that's how it works. I think we just got to spare one of those pieces, because this guy just doesn't feel right. He feels now like he's too long, so now I got to figure out how to disassemble it, which is proving to be more difficult than anything else. Oh, nuts. Okay, all right, we saved it. Okay, so let's try this again. And let's see if we can maybe make more sense out of this build. What if we tried to make it wider? Like, if it was wider, it would work. I swear it would work. But we don't have anything to make it wider. And that's the annoying bit there. But we can, just stack these two right there in the middle area. And then there's that area there that's going to need fixing, but we can just scoot these guys back just a bit. Okay, and then we can take and this piece on the front. No. Okay, so if I put both of these guys at the bottom, and scooted them back by one square. Come on, scoot you each back by one stud. And then we take this, where's the weird piece? Here's the weird piece, and I just can't figure out a name for. And we can set Mr. Weird Piece there. And at that, I think may actually work out pretty well. Maybe not. I don't like it. Don't like it at all. But I do like that that piece can go there, and then you guys can actually set up here. And yeah, that actually works out better. So moving these guys up here again. Okay. And now we are going to try to figure out how to build up some girth underneath that. That's a lot of missed opportunities down there when it comes to spacing. And you get two little nose things, but they feel like they're supposed to go down here, fit underneath the area or something like that. Wait, could you fit into this little spot? Is that a stud? No, that is not a stud. Okay, just had to check. All right, let's see. No, okay. All right, that isn't going to work. We're going to put these guys underneath on either side. Then we're going to snap this guy on top. Okay, that's going to look nice on the underside area. But now up here at the top, we've got some issues, especially right there. But maybe, just maybe, no, because if we put that piece there, it's still not going to be enough on the rear area. It's not going to be wide enough to carry those two pieces. This is a puzzler. This is a big puzzler. Well, let's just see what I can do with the idea that I have in my head. I don't think it's going to work, but we're going to play it. We're going to play it out, okay? We're going to play it out. And we're just going to set these two little guys, which I thought you could just set there. Oh, yeah, you can. Okay. And where's the other one? There it is. Okay. Now let's see if we can set this other guy right next to it on the other side. Okay. It still feels like I'm putting the engines too far ahead, where these guys seem like they're the rocket engines or something like that, and they need to go one square back. But if they do that, we got problems, so they can't do that. It's so confusing. Okay, so let's set that piece there, and then you can go on the rear, but there's the negative stud there, and it's just going to fall over, but it doesn't feel like it's built correctly. not built correctly at all because it just doesn't feel right. What is this? This is like the Dollar General version of a Goblin Glider because, I got a Goblin Glider with my Goblin and it comes with a lot better pieces than this. And I am very, very sad by this show of a Goblin Glider. This is a just simply the worst Goblin Glider because it just doesn't make any sense. There's just too many pieces missing. There's no wings. How can you have a Goblin Glider with no wings? And why are you going to do that to us, Lego? Like, how are you going to just give us such a crappy Goblin Glider in this set? I'm very, very disappointed in you today, Lego. Very disappointed in you. A highly disappointing day for you, Lego. Because all of this stuff could be so much better if you had just given us some different pieces. Let's see if these little 1x1s will fit into this little hole I made in the bottom area. I don't know if they will or not because of those stupid grippy arms causing problems. And yeah, no, those grippy arms get in the way again. So I can't do it that way. I'm sweating profusely. Man. Whew. Florida, make up your mind when it comes to the temperature. I swear to God. Is it going to be hot? Is it going to be cold? All right, let's take this piece off there. And we're just going to set you on the front. No, you're not even going to be able to set on the front correctly, are you? Nope, not at all. So that's not going to work. Okay. Let's try scooting them forwards all the way this time. And then we're going to put this weird chunky piece right there. That's not going to work, but it will work right there. That's not going to work there, but we can't put them underneath it because that's just not going to be aesthetic, but we can put them underneath it like so, but then we don't have enough studs on top in order to accomplish the job we need to accomplish, so we're going to scoot these guys back by one, but put them on the top because this stupid weird piece actually goes down by 2 plates, and if it goes down by 2 plates, it's going to cause everything to screw up on the inside area, because there's now this hole there. There's this big area of negative space because this thing goes down too far. Ugh. Why, Lego? Why? I'm so upset with you right now. I'm so upset. This is such an upsetting build because it just doesn't make any sense. Okay, we're building it like this and we're done. Okay, because I can't figure out another way to do it. And I know the build that they actually have for this glider is going to be a flimsy thing that barely stays together, and they're like, see, it's a glider build. Well, no, it's a flimsy build that doesn't even stay together. How about we do it this way? How about we put the 2x2s on the outside instead of these 1x1s on the outside? Maybe that would change things. I don't know if it would change things for the better, but I think it will change things. So let's put those pieces there. Then you can go here, and it's still going to be this negative space on the underside that we'll have to deal with. But maybe we could put these 1x1s underneath there, and they won't get stuck on anything. I mean, it's a possibility. It worked. Oh, wow. So happy. Okay. Where's the other 1x1? There it is. Okay. Let's set this other 1x1 modified on the other side. Okay, there it goes. There it goes. Set you right there. All right. Now we got the 2 little engines, and these can be wings. Okay, this is looking a little better. This is looking a little better, but sadly, once we put this piece on, we're still left with the problem of not having enough studs on top because Lego is apparently charging us by the stud nowadays, and I understand inflation and stuff, but come on, Lego. Like, really? You're gonna do this to us? You're gonna just... Oh, hey, actually, you know what I could do is I slide the other piece underneath the 2x2 modified with the 2 studs on top, and then we get kind of like a little glider nose coming out the rear, and that actually works. It stays in there pretty well. Let's see, will it fall out? No. All right, so that's what we're doing. We're breaking some rules just a little bit, and let's see if we can find the sled that goes to it. Because the sled is over here, but a few things got a little crushed while I was doing the big size off, because there are lots of big vehicles driving around, and I tried to keep everything from damaging the Legos, but you know how it goes. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you're still going to cause damage. But where is that sled piece? Because that sled piece is the piece I'm looking for. And it's a good build, so it didn't get disintegrated. Pardon me. Come on, sled build, where are you? Here it is. Nice. All right, here's the sled build. And here's the glider build. Glider and sled. Huh. The sled's actually really tall compared to the glider. Do you think I should have... Oh, well. Wait a second. But if I do that, let's see if I do that. All right, so if I take this piece here and we set the gripper underneath the 2x2 modified with 2 studs on top, and then we were to put it in its place there. Come on, snap into place. You're not going to want to do that? What is this stupid piece you gave us? And why won't it accept other pieces correctly? Wow, Lego. You just gave us like the crappiest piece ever. I do not like this weird piece. I don't like how it forces me to do things in a different way. I mean, it's a challenging build, that's for sure, because of this stupid piece. But that piece is not wanting to connect properly to anything. Wow, I've never had a piece like this before that just refuses to connect to things, and it's because of that weird little lip there. This piece sucks. This piece is just terrible. If I had to grade a Lego piece, I'd grade this one the lowest possible grade, because you can't put a 2x2 plate in that slot that is just a tiled area that feels like it's enough for a 2x2. But for some weird reason, you can take this plate and slip a tile. You can slip the tile in there, which is neat. But if I tried to slip this in there, like I just slipped the tile into that slot, maybe that just worked. Nope, it doesn't want to connect, and I don't want to destroy everything I've been building with this. I mean, all 5 pieces of it, and to just get this one stupid thing to connect. So instead, we're just going to put this connector piece at the bottom, and we're going to deal with it. We're just going to let it stay there at the bottom. Then we're going to take this spare tile piece, wherever it just went off to. Tile, where are you at, tile? There you are. Tile, I swear. There you are. Come here, you stupid tile. And we can slip the tile piece into that little crook, which I don't understand how the tile piece can fit in there, but a plate can't. That's just such a stupid piece. Okay, and now we can put this to the sled, but it's not going to rest on the ground in front of the sled, and that's a shame. But nuts! I just broke something off the bottom of it by trying to close the wing too much. Yeah, they really phoned this one in, I think. I'm gonna actually put those underneath there to try and get this guy to stand a little better, but that's not even gonna work. Yeah, this glider's like the most phoned in glider ever. And you know, this is part of the blind reaction. So my blind reaction to this is they said glider, and I assumed Goblin Glider. They said glider, and what they meant was the half-hearted attempt at a glider. It's like a Goblin Glider was eaten, and then it was thrown back up, but many of the pieces had already digested, so Only like half of a glider came back up, and then the Lego designers built a glider out of half a glider. I what am I supposed to use this for? And it's so upsetting because in the Guardians of the Galaxy set, we got probably one of the cooler vehicle things. Look at this. Okay, this took 2 days to build, and I put my own Santa in it, but it took 2 days to build, and it's got more pieces and more parts in it. You know, and I admit it's two separate builds, like this glider and sleigh combo are two separate builds, but this build thing is so much better than the little rocket uh, sled thing that you could build for the Guardians of the Galaxy. So much better than whatever this is supposed to be. I was very excited to get a Christmas themed Goblin Glider that was going to be like the other Goblin Gliders, and this is upsetting to me. And like I said, this is the blind reaction moment of I had no idea the glider was going to be this puny. But this is definitely to take a page from Hulk's book. This is a puny thing. It's puny glider. Yes, puny. Saying it like that tickle my throat. All right, well, guys and gals, thank you all so much for joining me today. I'm sorry that the glider was such a letdown. I know I was hoping it would be a lot better of a glider too. Heck, the sled is a better build than the glider, and that is saying something. And that's just a shame. I do wish it was so much better than it was, and I don't know which Lego master builder designed this advent calendar set, but Lego Group, can you get them to design something else next year and tell them no, and tell them you found a different person to design next year's Lego Marvel advent calendar set? I think many of us would be very satisfied with that, because not only are we missing an ugly Christmas sweater because you gave us a scarf piece for the Venom, but the glider build was just kind of a crap build, and a few of these builds have been kind of crap builds. How are you going to give us two lamps but no lamp posts, and just give us regular posts and be like, you can say they're lamps, right? Even though they're not tall enough to be anything, so you can't even bother to put this into your Lego city without completely rebuilding it with your own spare lamp posts. There's just been a lot about this advent calendar set that I have been dissatisfied with, and the reason it's hitting me so hard is I wasn't dissatisfied with any part of the Guardians of the Galaxy set, and I wasn't dissatisfied with any part of the Lego advent calendar for the Avengers, the second one. I haven't gotten a hold of the first one, but this Spider-Man one has been, it's had a lot left, and maybe that's why I saw it on sale so often this year. And you don't really see Lego Advent calendars on sale, but it was, and yeah. Well, that's all I got to say about it today. Please tune in tomorrow, where we're going to be finishing up our Advent calendar. We have the Christmas tree left, and I hope to God we get a Christmas tree like in the Lego Avengers set, and not like the Guardians of the Galaxy. The Guardians of the Galaxy set thing was just like, oh, we got a Groot, and we're going to turn him into the Christmas tree, and that was just terrible. I didn't like it, and I know I built that tree wrong. But I blathered on long enough today. Thank you again so much for watching. Merry Christmas to all of you, and all of you, a good night. At least a good day.